Quarter with Utah State trailing 23-21, but they have momentum on their side, and they face a 2nd and 3 from the 32. They're going to keep it on the ground. This will be close, but it looks just shy of a first down. Let's see if they measure it. And they're going to say first down. They don't even have to measure that.
You know, I think that's Turbin's 19th carry of the ball game. He came in averaging 17.5 carries a game. And you ask Coach Anderson, should he be getting 25 carries a ball game? Well, now with Morrison in the ball game, you would expect Turbin to get more and more carries here in the fourth quarter and try to wear down this Spartan defense.
Here is Morrison. Looked like he was going to pass. Instead, it's a run to midfield. And this crowd is energized with the play of Morrison.
And you have to credit Coach Anderson and Coach Baldwin for inserting the Aggie Wild with Morrison in the backfield. You know, his electricity in the run game really is making a huge difference for the Aggies, and it's creating a lot of gaps now in this San Jose State defense, where they've been able to bottle up Turbin and more of the power game early in this game.
That was a gain of 15 yards. There he goes again. It takes guts to make a move like this.
No doubt about it. And of course, San Jose State defensive coordinator Kent Barrett didn't really game plan per se for this kind of Aggie Wild attack. And Morrison, who would have thought the receiver is going to come in and run the quarterback position?
Talked about, had those 2 fake punts and was awarded the WAC Special Teams Player of the Week. Now playing quarterback and not really throwing the ball, but so dynamic back there as a runner. Gains 8 on that one. And
because you have him back there, now you got Smith, you got Turbin, you got Williams, and you got Morrison, all that with great speed. Now how do you bottle those guys up?
Ball's out. Do the Spartans pick it up? Oh, there's a fight underneath this pile for it. So the players from San Jose say it's our ball. There was a guy who was right there. Let's see. It is Spartan football. So they turn over on the exchange, on the quarterback running back exchange. And that's the 3rd turnover committed by Utah State, coming at a poor time here because they had that momentum.
Yeah, that's the only thing I think that could have stopped the momentum. I just think that in this particular case, it was a zone read by Morrison. Smith grabbed hold of it. Morrison tried to pull it out. Neither one took it. Number 83 for San Jose State looks like the player with the football, Cedric Lousy.
Yeah, Cedric Lousy and Turbin from the same city but different high schools, both going to Fremont, California. 3rd turnover committed by Utah State. And also they turned it over on downs. Here's Rutley going to run it on first down, and that goes nowhere. Quinn Garner coming in with another tackle for loss. They've bottled up this running attack for the Spartans, who just do it kind of as a token, but it's not working anymore.
No, the Aggie defense has shut down the run game altogether. And now when you have a quick change like this is, you practice this all the time. The quick sudden change on defense, you're taught and you're practicing to always get the football back. Get the football back to your offense. Don't let them get any momentum after a quick change.
2nd and 13. On again with the catch. Wagner going to pull him down at the 44. 3rd down coming up for the Spartans.
Great technique by Wagner on that particular play. Otten trying to cut back in. Wagner cut his angle, and then again those long arms and long fingers able to get Otten in his grasp. And now a 3rd and long again. That Aggie defense trying to make a statement.
That would be a good time for an interception for Utah State.
Only one all year long.
Shotgun for Faulkner in this offense. Rutley behind him. Faulkner with time. Has a man open, caught by Noel Grigsby. Their leading receiver coming in at 70 catches. That's a big one for the Spartans.
And how many 3rd and longs has San Jose State converted on today? A lot of 3rd and 7s, 3rd and 8s, this time a 3rd and 10. Aggies did not bring pressure that time. Sat back in the zone. Grigsby, a little seam post sort of route down the center, able to get in front of the safety behind the linebacker. Faulkner put it right on him.
3rd and 10, and they get 21. Another explosive play by the Spartan offense. Faulkner Time again, goes down the sideline. Caught for a touchdown. Jabari Carr, the freshman from San Jose, with just his second touchdown of the year. And a heartbreaker for Utah State.
All the momentum, and then you get the turnover. And that was one of the keys we talked about at the beginning of the game. Protect the football. Utah State has coughed it up 3 times, plus the turnover on downs. San Jose State only 1. And this time just a simple go route down the sideline. Able to get behind Lawson. Pretty easy pitch and catch for a touchdown.
Jens Alvernick on to attempt the PAT. And he's got it. So just like that, the Spartans back on top by a score of 30-21. Faulkner. Matt Faulkner with the 300-yard passing attempts or games with the Colorado State, Hawaii, and Louisiana Tech. Has gone over 300 yards in this game too, 302 against the Aggies. He has played well as Jacobs back deep to return the kickoff by Wade. We'll get a chance at the 11. Past the 25 and to the 32-yard line goes Jacobs, who's been a spark on special teams last time. Got into a little bit of trouble, thought he could make a play when it really wasn't there, but you like the effort by Chuck Jacobs.
Yeah, he's been a spark for the Aggies. In the kick game has also made a terrific catch down the sideline in the first half. But I think you're right. Faulkner, 23 of 37, 302 yards. When he has had time, he's been very effective today in this ball game. And now Kennedy back in. When you're down 2 scores, maybe you need to wing it down the field just a little bit.
Kennedy to pass, does have some time, throwing on the run. Morrison wide open, makes the catch, and then lost the football. And Duke Iheanacho has got it for the Spartans. Back-to-back turnovers by the Aggies after that big play to Morrison. That play worked, but then at the end, Morrison couldn't hold on, and the Spartans now will take over with 11:47 left in the fourth.
Every game is determined by the turnover margin, turnover battle. That's 4 now for Utah State. 4 costly turnovers. Boy, it just didn't secure it. Just did not put it away. And a little bit underthrown. Had Kennedy gotten that out in front of him just a little bit, it would have been an easy touchdown. He just didn't tuck it away. It wasn't really a hit on the ball. It was a hit up high, and he just dropped the football.
Another first down run by Rutley. Look at this. They bottled up the run in that third quarter. That's a gain of about 8 yards.
And when you're evenly matched teams, as these two are, as most of the teams in the WAC are, if you lose the turnover battle, you're probably going to lose that football game. If you lose the special teams battle, you're probably going to lose that football game. And today, Utah State's lost in both of those categories.
Rutley again. Remember, he was shaken up late moments of that third quarter. Short pickup, and it brings up a third down.
And I wouldn't be surprised to see Faulkner on a little boot action here, because they haven't shown in third and short that they can pick it up in the run game.
Comes off the field here. He had that third down conversion where he got hurt, the little screen play. But he's out of the ball game. Another target that I like to use is Otten.
Yeah, I'd look for Otten right here. Probably a little play action. Now they're going to even empty the backfield. Look for maybe quarterback draw here.
Irvin goes out. Here's Faulkner. Incomplete. Nice defense by the Aggies. Brady applying the pressure.
Great timing. But again, 3rd and 1, and you got a 9-point lead. They just cannot pound the football. Don't have any confidence in the running game to pick up the short yardage. And the Aggies loaded the box, went man-to-man, and Brady timed it perfectly to knock the ball away from Irvin and give the Aggie offense the football back. It's exactly what the defense needed to do. And you asked if we're going to have I think off the air we talked about a wacky finish. That's what it might take here today.
Wade to punt the football away. Morrison doesn't signal for a fair catch. The ball is free, and the Spartans have picked it up at the 25. 5 turnovers committed by the Aggies.
Wow. It becomes a little bit contagious, and on this one, Morrison, you got to fair catch it. If you're running at it that full speed, you know that the pressure's coming on you. You better fair catch that one or let it go, one of the two. And now the Aggie defense right back on the football field. Demoralizing. 5 turnovers plus the turnover on downs. Just demoralizing for a defense.
Well, the defense, they need to make a play now. Look at that, 5-1. Aggies -4 on the turnover situation. Of course, the Spartans in Hawaii had I think a 12 turnover game. I mean, that's amazing. But boy, that is.
Plus block kicks, and there were all sorts of things in that ball game. And you're right, the Aggie defense, they've got to strip at it here. You got to believe that San Jose State's already in field goal range. You'd think they would be content to carry the football, but they come out and empty here. Just don't have any confidence in that running game right now.
Bunch set to the far side for Faulkner. He's passed for over 300 yards in this game against Utah State. Looking, a little high, and it's dropped. Incomplete pass down the seam there to Otten. We haven't talked about this, but Faulkner's dad, a singer-songwriter, does jingles. He's the genius behind the baby back ribs.
Are you going to sing it for us?
I'm going to sing it. Y'all know it. Y'all know it at home.
Come on, the baby back, baby back, baby back.
Yeah, that one. He's the one that created that jingle.
Mastermind. He's done over 500, did you say?
Yeah.
Jingles, unbelievable.
Penned over 500 jingles, that one being the most popular. The pass is caught over the middle, and Jones to the 15, brought down by Bird. And it will be a first down.
Good route that time against man coverage. Awfully difficult to cover, coming all the way across the field. A little in cut. Long way to go for Will Davis that time. It's a good route against man-to-man coverage. Got to the sticks. Be able to take another minute and a half or two at least off the clock.
Couldn't get there in time. So close, but that protection held for the Spartans. Playing with some reserves in there on the offensive line. Been shaken up the last several weeks. This is a team that blew a 20-point lead to Idaho last week. This one incomplete.
And of course the Aggies came back from 21 against Hawaii over there. So I mean they have the potential, but not when you keep putting the ball on the turf. You just can't keep turning it over like
it's got to be mistake-free from now, from here on out.
And even then, they're at least in field goal range here. It's going to be at least probably a 12-point, if not, a 16-point difference. I mean, you have to play mistake-free all the way across the board from here on out.
And Jens is 3 for 3 on field goals.
Of course, he's from Sweden, so he's used to kicking in this kind of weather.
Faulkner with time goes to the end zone. Almost intercepted. Good tight coverage that time.
Lawson on Carr, locked up there, and you're right, Lawson did a nice job this time, stride for stride. Faulkner trying to get to that back shoulder fade again. Had good success with that on 2 earlier throws in the first half. This time Lawson was able to get his head around and knock the ball free. Good defensive play. And it stops the clock, which helps the Aggie cause.
Lawson had the game-sealing interception a year ago against San Jose State. Last week against Hawaii, he had 3 pass breakups. So the pass interference called against him, and I believe a hold, but overall has done a decent job. This one's going to be shy of a first down. So Jens and company should come on. Not seeing him yet. Here's the personnel change.
And a decent job by the Aggie defense to hold them to a field goal attempt.
They started this drive up from the 25, right? Isn't that where
That's correct.
They got the ball back? So
yeah, again on the Morrison muff punt. And Morrison, the spark there late in the 3rd and early in the 4th. 3 costly fumbles in the last 3 times they touched it.
And the field goal is good. So Jens now 4 for 4, probably in the running for the WAC Special Teams Player of the Week. Aggies have their work cut out for them. 33-20. So a 7-play, 18-yard drive, 2:08 of clock. And A 24-yard field goal by Jens Alvernek. Coming in just 10 of 15, but has had a solid performance, but all of them have been
chip shots.
Pretty makeable.
Yep, absolutely. And Utah State, you know, it's 23-21 game. Really got the momentum. 3 consecutive touches by Morrison, all 3 turnovers.
Jacobs on that far side, making guys miss up past the 35-yard line. So good drive start coming up for Utah State. Now this is, we kind of talked about it, no empty possessions now for the Aggies on offense.
No doubt about it. You've got to score now. Still got plenty of time. 8:13 left. Still only a 2-possession game. You got plenty of time. You cannot have any more mistakes.
From the 35, here's Kennedy. Got by Van Leeuwen up to the 42-yard line.
And now the tempo. You got to get to the line of scrimmage and conserve and preserve as much time as you possibly can. Get in and out of the huddle to the line of scrimmage. Get your play call. Get up there and get moving.
Just the 9th catch by Van Leeuwen. Timpview product. On a couple of state titles. Pass again caught by Van Leeuwen. He picks up the first down. Borrowing a page from San Jose State's playbook.
Yeah, the easy pitch and catch. Just a little in cut. 2 plays in a row. Chunks of yardage.
Van Leeuwen now at the bottom of the formation. Trips to this near side. He looks the other way. Here's Turbin with the catch. Run afterwards. See where they mark him out. At the 46-yard line.
Ronnie Yell wanted no part of the Holt coming at him. You could see him sizing him up and saying, I'm not going to try to juke you. I'm going to go through you this time.
I don't blame him, quite frankly.
Nope.
When you see those arms coming at you. First down for Michael Smith. Still going. Now, he's not supposed to be the power back, but powers his way for a first down.
And now right back to the line of scrimmage. The hurry up. Put the gas pedal down. Get moving.
The Hurt something to cheer about here is 4th quarter, 7 minutes to play. Smith back to the line of scrimmage.
At some point, you do need to take a couple of shots down the field. I mean, this is okay at this point with 7 minutes to go. You still got plenty of time, but you do need to start taking a few shots to loosen up this defense. They're just sitting back in a deep, too deep zone. Man under.
Trying to set up the screen to Turbin. Trying to get a block on the edge is Reynolds. Again, minimal pickup, maybe a yard and a half. Not much there. Now 3rd down coming up.
And Kennedy here this is an area where he can really improve. He didn't sell the screen. He didn't look back to the left. He didn't look down the center of the field. He looked at Turbin the whole way as he was coming back here on the screen. You can see him looking right at him. Gave the defense time to adjust and converge. Needs to look the defense off and then come back.
3rd down. Kennedy goes big ball to Austin. Makes a play. What a catch by Matt Austin. Went up and made the grab against Benet. That is a playmaker.
Coach Anderson talked about it coming out of the locker room. Players make plays. You got to make plays. And when you don't make plays and you put the ball on the turf, that puts your team in tough position. This time Austin made a great play to put his team in position to try to score.
There's Kennedy off the edge. Cuts it up. Scores a touchdown. Penalty marker down.
They're going to get Eric Moats with a hold.
Do want to go back on that last play. That was a 25-yard pickup to Austin. One of those explosive plays. Anything over 20 yards, explosive.
Number 82, 10-yard penalty. Spotted the foul. First down.
Moats was out there locked up with Peyton Thompson. Got him in the jersey. Nullifies a huge score for Utah State. With just over 6 minutes to go, I mean, they would have plenty of time. They could have kicked it deep and tried to get a 3 and out and get the football back. It's a huge play.
It's a 1st and goal from the 17. This one a little bit behind Van Leeuwen, unable to bring it in. Here's Benet with the coverage. Benet Benwickery from Gardenia, California, a sophomore.
He's the one that made that big play against Hawaii where they blocked the kick, the extra point, and ran it back almost 100 yards with a torn groin muscle or a hamstring.
That was Duke Iheanacho.
Oh, that was Iheanacho.
He changed the momentum of that game with that 2-point conversion. Yeah, gutted it out the last, I don't know, 50 yards. Here's Kennedy. Moats with the reception at the 15. 3rd and goal coming up.
And you got to be in 4-down territory. You can't kick a field goal here. So, you know, get something inside the 5. Get something going towards the end zone. You got 2 plays to pick it up. Now the Aggies taking a lot of time getting this play in. Trying to make sure that they get the right call to try to get a scoring play in. But there's no way you can kick a field goal here. You got to go for the end zone.
Austin is on the far side. Van Leeuwen at the bottom of the formation. Austin's kind of been their playmaker. Looking the other way. And it's caught by Van Leeuwen. Stretches forward. He's got an Aggie touchdown.
What a great play by Van Leeuwen to change direction. Spin away from the defender. And then lunge and stretch to the end zone. That's a huge play because there's now plenty of time. 5:19 left in the ball game that you can still kick it deep. And try to hold that San Jose State offense out of the first down areas and get the football back and try to get a winning score. You talked about a wacky finish. We may have it here, Michael.
First touchdown reception for Travis Van Leeuwen. Extra point is good by Thompson. Aggies back into it. 33-28. Back after this. Stadium to live here with the score being 33-28. Aggies need a good stop here with the Spartan special teams. Remember, they have a 95-yard kickoff return for a touchdown. So first thing first, need to get the stop on the kickoff from the 10.
And with just over 5 minutes to go, the Aggies, because of that quick score, didn't have to do an onside kick. They can kick it deep here and try to play defensive possession football. San Jose State has not proven that they can run the football. Even on that last possession, they got the ball at the Aggie 25, and they ran the ball only 1 time, threw it 6 times. Didn't take hardly any time off the clock. So they haven't proven that they can run the football effectively. So you can preserve some of your timeouts if they're going to come out and throw it. I would expect them to try to run the football to run some clock, but you don't know.
Forrest Dabb had the special team stop. Here is a run. If you're curious, they do run it again on first down. Decent pickup out past the 30 to the 31-yard line. And the clock, boy, it's losing seconds here as we're inside 5 minutes to play in this 4th quarter.
And I would expect them to do the same kind of thing here and try to run that clock. Expect Coach Anderson to stack it up a little bit more inside. Play man on the outside. Man up with Otten, the tight end.
2 receivers to the far side. Rutley in the backfield. Now they're going to motion a receiver. Stick it to Rutley. It's going to be 3rd down coming up.
Huge 3rd down now.
Not much there off that right side. 4:20 on a running clock here.
And what do you do if you're Coach John DiFilippo, the offensive coordinator for San Jose State? They haven't been able to really effectively run it all game long. 3rd and short. They've thrown it on almost every occasion. I got to expect that they're going to try to go to Otten, the big tight end. So I would expect to see Bowden or Wagner, somebody matched up man-to-man, maybe Will Davis, man-to-man with the tight end.
They're 7 of 6 on 3rd down. Spartans will call a timeout, and I mean, this is the play of the game so far with 3:51 left. I agree, though. I think it's got to be a pass because, as you mentioned, they're not a power running team. They do it just to kind of do it. They don't do it for effectiveness. And when you need those short yardage situations, you're going to get it in the passing game, not in the running game for them.
And their go-to receiver has been Otten on the short yardage and possession types of plays. He's been their guy. Grigsby only a couple of catches here this afternoon.
Surprising. Coming in with 70. And he's, I think the last 4 games, 42. So he's been hot, but not in this game. Faulkner's gone other places. But it's been successful. Again, he's passed for over 300 yards. Here we go from the 33. Faulkner to pass. Pressure coming, and it's incomplete. The Aggies forcing a punt. There was some late pressure that got to Faulkner, and that pass goes awry. And the clock stopping now with 3:50 left. Now the important thing is, Kevin, you got to field the punt.
Absolutely. Yep. Is that Morrison back there again? If you're unsure, fair catch it. And I thought it was interesting, Coach Anderson decided to bring pressure on that one. Brought Wagner, he brought Gallagher, and then went man-to-man on the outside and was able to force the overthrow.
I like that call, bringing pressure on a third down. Beautiful punt. Look at this. Morrison does call for a fair catch and makes it at the 25. The crowd into it, everybody into it here at Romney Stadium. A chance to win the game with 3:43 left.
And, you know, we talked about it at the opening, but both these teams still fighting for bowl eligibility.
It's big time.
That is huge. To get to a bowl game for either one of these programs, where they've come from, where they've been, it's huge for both of these programs. So a lot of pride, a lot at stake. We didn't talk much about both teams having the potential discussion about the Mountain West Conference. I mean, there's a lot at stake on this drive for Utah State.
Number 5 turnovers for the Aggies. Got to take care of the ball here with 3:43 left. They'll start on the ground to Turbin. Turbin carrying defenders to the 34. I like this. I think the running game is still very much in play.
Plenty of time. 3.5 to go. You've got the big Hulk back there. Yeah, I agree with you, Michael. I think it's a good play, good plan. Go ahead and run that football.
Picks up 9 yards, over 100 yards again. Consecutive carries for the Hulk. First down yardage to the 43.
And momentum plays such a big factor in football games. Now the momentum, even after 5 turnovers, the momentum now is shifted again back to the Utah State sideline. The herd back into it. The Aggie sideline fired up. Robert Turbin running with authority.
18 yards his last 2 touches for Turbin. Shotgun again for Kennedy. He's going to keep it himself. Gets a nice block. Close to midfield to the 49. That's something he can do. We kind of talked about it. He's not Keaton. He's not that dynamic of a runner, but he can still run and he can still make plays for you.
No doubt about it. I mean, he got in the end zone on the previous possession, had the holding penalty that brought it back. So he does have some ability. Certainly not the dynamic runner that Keaton is. Now can he protect the football and can he make plays in the passing game as well?
2nd and 3. Here's Turbin. Nowhere to go, spinning around. Stretches forward. He's going to make this an easier 3rd down.
Still 2:15 to go. So no panic, no. I thought the previous possession, the Aggies did a good job of getting to the line of scrimmage and getting in and out of the huddle. This time they're taking a little bit more. They understand 2 timeouts left. This is your last possession of the football game. You've got to make it count. Every place you go is 4-down territory.
Van Leeuwen, bottom of the formation again. Keep it on the ground. Here is Kennedy. Should have a first down and does. At the 45, across the 45. Inside 2 minutes to play. Clock will stop momentarily because it's a first down.
Nice play by Kennedy. Little zone read, pulled it out, got to the first down marker. Now you do need to pick it up a little bit. They're taking a little bit too much time now getting in and out of the huddle. They've got to get moving now.
Here's the 3rd down conversion by Kennedy. Shotgun. Bodyguard to his right. Has time. Caught. First down yardage again. Backpedaling his way inside the 30. Reynolds. So how about that? Travis Reynolds, his 3rd catch of the year. The sophomore from Florida.
The previous possession, it was Van Leeuwen.
Van Leeuwen had 3 catches.
And guys that haven't really been in the ball game all game long, now making big plays for the Aggies. Just backed his way another 5 yards there. Terrific job of keeping his feet moving. And we've got an injured Spartan down on the play. But with 1:28 to go, Utah State in striking distance of pulling out an improbable victory.
So Reynolds, 2 catches, 6 yards coming into this game. That one good for 17.
And on the previous possession, Van Leeuwen had 3 receptions for 26 yards, including the touchdown. Guys that had not really figured into the Aggie offense really that much all season long stepping up big time here when they need it most, with still a fighting chance for bowl possibilities.
Peyton Thompson, the corner for San Jose State, shaken up on the play. A 5'11", 180-pound senior from Granite Bay, California. One of their better corners. A couple of pass breakups and 2 interceptions on the season, being helped off to the sideline. Of course, Rutley was injured earlier in the game, able to come back and done some good things for the Spartans.
Looks like it might be that right leg. They're favoring that as he's walking off to the sideline.
A lot of energy in this building right now. You know, we kind of talked about the spectrum and, you know, how crazy that is, and the energy that the players can feed off for Stu's crew. And, you know, trying to bring that here to Romney, it's been a challenge, but if you can come back and if you can win games, it's going to happen.
They did it last week on the islands. First time since 1966 winning against Hawaii, in Hawaii. If the Aggies can get this in the end zone and win this ball game, another huge step forward.
Kennedy this time under center. That's Lloyd who goes in motion, the tight end. They keep it on the ground. This is Smith. Michael Smith up the middle to the 21. And the clock will tick down here as we approach a minute to play in this game.
And again, it's 4-down territory no matter where you go. The Aggies back to the line of scrimmage. What they're also doing is if they can score, they're going to leave very little time for San Jose State. But first things first, you got to get it in the end zone. Under a minute now.
Robert Turbin had the winning touchdown run a week ago. Kennedy goes the big ball. It's a little bit underthrown, but he caught it for a touchdown. The playmaker, Matt Austin. Aggies lead.
Going step for step with Ronnie Yell on the outside. They collided, sort of an inadvertent collision. Yell goes down, Austin goes up, makes the catch, and the Aggies now going for 2 to try to make it a 3-point game, which is exactly the right call, so that only a field goal can tie it. Field goal can't win it if you can get this 2-point conversion.
Austin, just his 3rd touchdown reception of the year, but comes at a great time. And he has made 3 tremendous plays in this game. What a performance by Matt Austin. Wow. And that ball was underthrown. He just made a play, and he's done that a couple times where the ball hasn't been perfect, but he's gone up and adjusted. Great wide receiver play by Austin. Here's the 2-point conversion. Kennedy in the back of the end zone for Lloyd. Couldn't come up with it. But the Aggies lead 34-33, 47 seconds left. And you can't take a breath because they've got a guy that returned one 95 yards for a touchdown.
And Utah State has not been able to kick it out of the end zone all season long for touchbacks. They've kicked it short, and you just got to be sound. Stay in your lane, stay disciplined. Wow. We said it 20-7 at halftime that Utah State had them right where they wanted them. I didn't think it would happen like this.
Yes, that's
with the 5 turnovers, the 3 consecutive turnovers here in the 4th quarter.
Amazing.
The Aggies just do not quit, and that's a reflection of their head coach. Gary Anderson refuses to let them quit. They don't stop. They don't quit. They keep playing for him, and it's a credit to Gary Anderson.
An 8-play, 75-yard drive, 256, a 21-yard touchdown reception by Austin. Amazing comeback here. They got to complete it. They got to finish it. And you're right. When they have started off slow, they have won those games. So Ben Trude to kick off from the 30. In the end zone, but Irvin's going to bring it back. He's got the 95-yarder. Past the 20. Past the 25, and he's tackled at about the 27. Oh, there was a moment there.
Still a lot of time.
And Faulkner, he's good. How about our Sports Academy and Racquet Club player of the game?
I think it's got to be the guy that just caught this winning touchdown, possibly winning touchdown.
Oof.
I shouldn't say winning yet, should I? Still 41 seconds. Potentially the winning touchdown. Yeah. Matt Austin, 4 receptions, 68 yards, and that big touchdown right there. But again, 41 seconds, and still you've only got to get it to about the 30 to give yourself a field goal chance.
Faulkner with time. And Otten, he fell down, got back up. Gallagher knocked it away. Wagner also in the area. Those two linebackers. 36 seconds left.
Great reaction that time by Gallagher, getting his hand up into the face, maybe blocking the vision of Otten, as they had that ball was there. That pass was, that route was open. So 36 seconds now to go.
Trying to get back-to-back wins. Here are the Spartans. Faulkner running out of time, dumps it off. Has a first down to Rutley. Clock will stop momentarily with 29 seconds.
Nice job by Faulkner keeping the play alive. Now San Jose State still with 2 timeouts left. Clock is running.
2 receivers to the near side. Faulkner underneath the Jones. And Bird brings him down at midfield. And, wow, Coach McIntyre calls timeout, sprinted over to the official and made sure, hey, I need to stop the clock immediately.
Still, with 16 seconds to go, you've got a shot now to take it down the center of the field and get yourself in position where you can at least attempt a winning field goal. So many close games this year for Utah State. I mean, they're 5 losses. They lost by 4 to Auburn. They lost by 1 to Colorado State. They lost by 10 to Fresno State, by 3 to BYU, by a touchdown to Louisiana Tech. Every game close, and they're playing another one here today. Can they finish?
5 games decided by 1 score or less. That's second in the nation. They're one of 6 teams with 4 losses by 8 points or less. Heartbreak City.
You just hope it doesn't happen again here this afternoon. To come back from 5 turnovers, to play with the passion and the poise that they have here down the stretch. These kids deserve to have good things happen to them because they play so hard.
You almost need a turnover in this situation. Here's Faulkner again from the gun. Rutley behind him. 2 receivers to the far side. Faulkner with time, goes down the middle. Incomplete. Coverage by Gallagher. What a tremendous coverage by Kyle.
Boy, and almost a great play by Otten as well to go over the top and bring that football in. They would have been in field goal range there. And that was the right play. 11 seconds to go. It's the right play to go down the center of the field. They still have the 1 timeout left. Get him in field goal range. They've got to get about 20 yards up over the top. But Gallagher fighting with that right arm. Stripped the ball loose. Great play by Gallagher.
3rd and 3. 11 seconds left. Going to bring Wagner. Here's Faulkner. The pass is caught, doesn't get out. Oh, incomplete. They're going to say incomplete pass. So Brady on the coverage. 5 seconds left.
I'm guessing they're going to review this one because it looked like it may have come loose as the ball was as he hit the ground. Let's see if they review it.
He's got to maintain possession all the way through. I thought he caught it at first, but the ball came out.
And now with 5 seconds to go, the only option you've got is to go to the end zone. Here's that play. Would have had it at least in sort of field goal range. Goes to the turf and then it comes out. Utah State's going to call timeout. I think it's going to give them a chance to review this.
No, that's clearly incomplete pass. Good look right there by our crew. Bringing those pictures. Clearly incomplete. So one play. Can you get a stop and get win number 4?
Still keeping yourself in the running for bowl eligibility. 4th win of the season. Again, there were 4 other games they probably should have and could have won along the way.
They'll be at Idaho, Nevada at home on senior day, and then at New Mexico State.
Clearly 2 of those 3 are winnable games. New Mexico State and Idaho, and you've got Nevada at home where you've got a real shot to win that one as well. So, I mean, the Aggies have put themselves now in a position where they can actually smell potentially a bowl opportunity, but you got to knock one down here.
Spartans will call their final timeout with 5 seconds. Can't take them with you, so might as well burn them and get on the same page.
Do you Do you run a sort of a hook and ladder here? Do you take the Hail Mary? I mean, what's the play call here? Utah State on the defensive side, they had 4 players inside the 10-yard line ready to knock something down, and Coach Anderson is telling his defensive backs, you knock it down, you knock it down. You got to knock this ball down. That's why I'm wondering if they may run a little underneath.
Yeah, Harrison Wade, he's the guy that kicks off for them, not normally their place kicker, but on bigger kicks, it would probably be him.
This is a 67-yarder if you tried that, but boy.
Wow.
There he is.
Wow.
67-yard attempt.
Shades of Fresno State from several years ago here. Keep into the craw here for the win. And what happened?
Coach
Timeout,
yeah.
Utah State. I can't believe they're attempting this.
I can't either.
You know, you think if they don't burn that last time out, yeah, you just throw something down the middle of the field, make it easier kick for you. But boy, this would be something else.
I've got to believe that Coach McIntyre is rethinking this right now. And they're coming back out with Harrison Wade. They're going to try it. I'm not sure what his long is on the season, or if he's even attempted one on the season. Now, obviously, he's their long field goal kicker. Alvernick is the short field goal kicker.
I think he's 2 for 4. Showing a long of 25.
Wow.
But
67 yards.
This for the win for the Spartans. Blocked. It's blocked. And Wagner's going to return it. The Aggies have won the game. A blocked field goal, and the Aggies hang on. And they come from behind in the 4th quarter and in the snow.
And Bobby Wagner, who hates the snow, overdoing snow angels in the snow pile.
Wow. What a game, what a comeback, what a win for the Aggies. They now improve to 4-5 on the season, now 2-2 in conference play, and really control their own destiny as far as bowl contention is concerned.
And there's one happy coach right there. Talked about men making plays, coming out of the locker room, players making plays. It's being a men's game. You can tell he challenged his guys, and they overcame 4 second-half turnovers, 3 consecutive turnovers in the 4th quarter, still able to find a way to get the victory here this afternoon.
Stunning that they even tried this, and nice job by the special teams who, really San Jose State outplaying the Aggies on special teams, but get it when it counts. And Wagner tried to get that touchdown, runs it, and then has fun in the snow.
Looked like it was Taron Lloyd who may have got his hand on that block kick, but even then a 67-yard attempt, it's improbable at best. But what a way for the Aggies to come back and get this victory.
Final thoughts, Kevin?
Well, I think 5 turnovers and still find a way with a backup quarterback, a defense that was struggled early in the game, that made the plays when they had to down the stretch. But I give credit to Coach Anderson and his staff that doesn't let his team quit, and they don't quit on him. They keep fighting. They fought through adversity all season long, through adversity through the first 3 quarters. The second half of the 4th quarter, they made the plays they needed to come away with a victory. They didn't panic, and they made it happen. Congratulations to Utah State.
We'd like to thank USU Sports Information Director Zach Fisher, and thank you for watching this production of Utah State football. Our final score, Utah State 34, San Jose State 33. Our next telecast will be the men's basketball game Saturday, November 19th, when they take on Southern Utah, 7 p.m. tip-off on KCSG. The preceding was a Syscom Sports presentation. For executive producer Bob Stokes, director producer Trevor Stokes, and our entire staff, Brooks Hanson and Kevin White, I am Michael Clanton saying so long from Merlin Olsen Field at Romney Stadium in Logan, Utah, where the Aggies are victorious.